Hola, queridos estudiantes de la clase de fonética y fonología. I'm recording this video in order to give you key information about the organization of our class from now on and also where to find things in Folio. All right, so let's begin with the announcement that we're going to be doing synchronous sessions for those of you who can attend. I know that not everybody can attend because of different reasons and changes in their schedule because of their jobs. So I'm not going to make them mandatory. But if you can, if you have that time available in your schedule, I recommend that you join the session. Those sessions will be recorded and uploaded to Folio, and I've been for many hours trying to figure out how to do that. Remember that I recorded our test session using a capability, not a capability, using WebEx itself. But then when I was trying to upload it to YouTube, as you may see here, it's been processing for already like 2 hours and nothing has happened. So hopefully our session tomorrow will be recorded without problems. We'll see. And again, please just be patient because we just have to adjust to all these new things, and there are certainly many new things that all of us are trying in order to make our classes easier for you especially, and for all of us. All right, let's see. I have here a list of the things that I'm planning that I need to mention in this video. If you go to your table of contents, from now on you will see some folders called modules. So the one that you see right now is module 1, right? Module 1 of our class in online format. What will you find here? You will find the activities and due dates that we're going to be doing either each week or for each unit that we have to cover. So our module 1, which is what we are doing for the remainder of the week, this first week of the online format, has a document that will always be named tasks due on, the due dates where you have to submit those assignments. So, for example, for the due dates of this week, which are April 3rd at 11:59 p.m. and Sunday, April 5th, you have to do the following. The first one is to answer the survey, willingness to share your email and cell phone number, and it also has a section about copyright. It is available in Folio, and I'm going to refer to this survey, shortly and at the end of the video. The other thing that you have to do for Friday, and this is, as you see here, the deadline is 9:59 a.m. So right before our synchronous session begins. When I assign this deadline for this homework that you have here and that we're going to talk about in a moment, I said, I told those of you who were able to connect to our session on Wednesday that, this is just a tentative due date and that I'm still trying to figure out what will work best for everybody. So for the moment, the due date for this homework at this moment is, again, tomorrow, Friday, April 3rd at 9:59 a.m. So those of you who can complete it, please complete it, so we can work with that homework during our synchronous session. And those of you who are unable to complete it by that deadline, do not worry. I will edit the due date. So no worries about it. And remember that I am willing to be as flexible as possible with due dates, because again, I know everybody has very different circumstances. That piece of homework that I was talking about that is due tomorrow is I don't know if you remember, but the last thing we did in class was an exercise dividing words into syllables, applying all the rules of división silábica that we learned previously. So in class we did divide into syllables letters, oh my god, words 1 through 10. So your homework is to divide words 11 through 30 into syllables. You need to upload that homework in the Dropbox that I created, and you can either take a picture of it, write it down and take a picture of it. If you have a printer, you can print the slide. You will see that you have that PowerPoint presentation in that folder too, in that módulo. So you can print that slide, that is called, slide, and simply, with a pen, divide the word into syllables, or you can type them. It doesn't, the format in which you submit your homework is not important, as long as it is something that I can open and see. For Sunday, we are also going to be having, or I am also going to be creating an activity in a platform called VoiceThread. I don't know if any of you has used it. I have in the past, and I find it very useful and very easy to use. Unfortunately, Georgia Southern doesn't have a license, but I think it will help us a lot. So I purchased it so my students this semester can use it. That activity that you will be doing in VoiceThread will be something very simple and short, because it is the first time I believe many of you will be using this platform. But as I said, it is something fairly easy to use. Since that due date for that activity in VoiceThread is also on Sunday, April 3rd, tomorrow I will change the due date of the due date for the homework about sílaba y separación de sílabas to Sunday, April 5th. All right. So let's talk about due dates from now on. I've been trying to figure out what would be the best way to do this, and I came up with this idea. Our due dates from now on will be on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 11:59 p.m. And we're going to keep it like that, so we do not get confused. So, so everything is easy to remember. Again, don't forget that I'm willing to be flexible if your schedule, if your work schedule or anything else doesn't allow you to complete your homework or anything that you have to submit on time. Just communicate with me. That is the most important thing that we have to do at this moment. All right. Let's see. Okay. Finally, and let me go to the table of contents again. Come on. If you scroll down, you will see this, my virtual office hours. which I've decided will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 1 and 2 p.m. So if you click here, this link will take you to another platform I'm using that is very easy to use, called Calendly. So let me take you there so you can see one more thing. Again, please come to my office hours. I reserve time slots of 15 minutes each. But if you need more time and there isn't any bad schedule, we can always, make our meeting longer. We are going to be connecting using Google Meet or Hangouts because it is something easy to use and it is embedded in our university Google platform. So again, if you need anything, just feel free to reserve a time slot. You simply click on the date, right, where you want to come to my office hours. So let's say you want to talk to me tomorrow. You would select to come at 1, at 1:15, 1:30, or 1:45. Please read these very carefully. You do not have to have an interesting question to come to my office hours. Just take advantage of that. And always keep this in mind. If my office hours conflict with your schedule, I can also, or we can also communicate with an appointment. So simply send me an email and we'll find a time and a day where both of us can meet. All right, so let me go back to Folio. And the last thing I want to talk about is the survey. So let's go back to the table of contents. This is a survey that I posted yesterday. And it's called Willingness to Share Your Email and Cell Phone Number, and it also has a section about copyright. So the reason why I created this survey is just to see if you would feel comfortable to share your email address with the rest of the class. And this is just so I can pair you up with another classmate if I decide to include an activity in pairs. If you are not willing to share your email address with the rest of the class, that is fine. I may ask you to let me know who you would like to work with. Again, if I design an activity that I want you to do with another classmate. The second question was asking about how comfortable you would feel with sharing your cell phone number with everybody in the class and or with me. And this is because there is an app, it's a free app, and it is very popular. It is called WhatsApp. That if you install it in your cell phone, it allows to chat and connect via, with audio or video with the contacts in your cell phone that also have downloaded this application. So it looks like this, right? Something like this. And the only thing that you need for this app to work is Wi-Fi. It is a very effective way and a very quick way to communicate with anybody, again, who has the app. And if, in an emergency, let's say we're connected and we're doing our synchronous session in Folio and something doesn't work, one of you can always call me via WhatsApp, and you'll be present in the session in a different way, and we, it might not be the best option for that, but you will be there. And also, if you need anything that's really urgent, you can always call me. So even if you do not want to share your phone number with everybody in the class, you can always share it with me. And again, that way you can contact me if you need something urgently. Okay, and here is the phone number that I will be using for WhatsApp. You have to save this number in your contacts, and you have to type it like this, beginning with plus 5731334364826. And that's it. So I hope to see you tomorrow during our synchronous session. Again, come if you can. If you can't, that's fine. I will also be recording some lectures, and I'll be posting them in Folio. But please, stay healthy, and I hope everybody is safe. Y nos vemos mañana o nos vemos muy pronto. Y si tienen alguna pregunta o necesitan algo, por favor comuníquese conmigo, ¿vale? Adiós.